Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Let me share a seduction thing with you. Now, normally I don't talk about seduction, and I've said this before. A lot of stuff I know, I don't really share it publicly. I give y'all basics. I gotta know you personally to share a lot of stuff. Like my infamous secret, like I learned from some sex workers. I don't share that publicly. But I said I'll share this little bitty thing with you publicly. And it's very simple. Whenever you dealing with a woman, and not even just dealing with her just to try to get sex with her or something, but just dealing with her period, find the beauty in her. Find the beauty in her. And what I mean when I say not just for sex, if you got to deal with women for anything, find the beauty within her. Find what it is about her, you know? That's a very important thing. Because she's going to respond to you in a positive way. And the reason why I say not just for sex, because, you know, people who really follow me know me. I've done a lot of sales. I made a lot of money just because I was able to interact with women in a certain way. See, here's the thing with women. All of them, I don't care who it is, want to feel beautiful. They want to feel something. That's why the makeup industry is making billions of dollars. Even Malcolm X said that in autobiography of Malcolm X. He said, like, if you see a woman, she being all mean and stuff, and you just say to her, hey, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. She might not say anything. She might not respond. Do it again, and she still might not respond. The third day she see you, as soon as she see you, she going to start smiling. Because women are vain. They want to feel beautiful. They want to feel there's something about them. But let's be real. The overwhelming majority of women out here are not supermodel of the world. Even though some dudes want that. In fact, I even have a video coming next week where I talk about, part of it is talking about that supermodel of the world thing. Most of them aren't, though. Most of them aren't. Most of them got to fix up. But here's the thing. If you find, regardless of the woman you deal with, like, get that number system out your head. Find someone that look good. And she will respond to you in a positive way. And like I said, not just for sex. It could be for money. Like, whenever I used to do sales, especially at a gym, like, about, how many of my jobs were at a gym just doing sales? I've had 3 jobs at gyms where I did sales. If I had a woman sitting in front of me, I already knew I was going to make money. I already knew it. I ain't even had to think about it. I was just like, you know what? I'm starting to count the commission already. Because all I had to do was find someone them to compliment. You know? Even if they weren't like using that number system, even if they weren't a 10, most of them weren't 10s. But find something on them. Like if they had pretty eyes, a pretty smile, something. Or even women that you dealing with, like in one of your social circles, be it work or wherever you hang out at. Find something about them. Find something. And it usually, here's a trick though, usually not doing like anything sexual. Like I've said a few times, like I like natural hair, particularly on black women. And I've had women that I've complimented in public. Like came up to them and say, hey, I like your hair. Right? And they'd be like, but then I wasn't trying to holler at them. I'd be like, have a nice day. I killed that right away. And, you know, that's part of that, even when you doing that thing I always say hi to 3 women a day. Depending on the situation, you might can compliment that woman, depending on it. Now, you have to kind of learn that. Ain't no absolute. Because some women you might compliment and they might be like, ready to snap your head off. And then some other women, they go to po-po. Anyway, some other women, they might be like, you know? Seriously, but find something on them. See, when you make a woman feel beautiful, she automatically becomes more cooperative. And remember what I said, you want cooperation with your operation. Even when you're approaching a woman in public, like if she wearing a nice dress, compliment her. Like usually don't say, "Hey girl, you got some big breasts." You know, you gotta do it smooth. You gotta be smooth. You gotta be like, "Hey, you look nice in that dress." You know, nice and calm. Or those some shoes. Those shoes working for you. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Oh man. Oh shit, that hair working for you. I see. Like that, just nice and calm. And don't be talking about her butt dunk, or especially her thick thighs. We save lives. You know, don't come straight up sexual with her. Find something on her. And even if she don't have anything sexual about it, like I remember this woman. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I can't even be nice about it. She was like, I ain't gonna say exactly where it was I met her, and she just was not a physically attractive woman. But I remember in this particular social circle, because I was dealing with a friend of hers, right? So I say, hey, you know, I can't give away too much. But I was like, hey, where's so-and-so, right? And she answered, and I said, damn, she got the most beautiful voice. She got the most beautiful voice. Now, if I needed to sell her something or needed something out of her, I would compliment her on the voice. It's like, damn. Like I ain't gonna lie, she was just ugly. But she had the voice of an angel. Now, if I needed something from her, well, it definitely wasn't sex, but if I needed like money, needed her to buy something, I would compliment her on it. Like when I was doing sales, not just gym sales, but you know, people who follow me on my Money Managed channel know I've been the past couple months, I've been doing stuff talking about vending. Now, if somebody come up and you know, they checking out my stuff, I find something about them to compliment. Find something to compliment, you know. Another way of calling it is charm. You know, just charm them, make them feel good. Just because all women, I'm gonna tell you what, regardless of who they are, they want to feel something. They want to feel their uniqueness. They want to feel their beauty. Every single woman, I don't care who they are. Like I said, if they didn't feel that way, we wouldn't have this billion-dollar makeup industry. We wouldn't have all that. All women want to feel like they're getting some attention. They want to feel like there's something about them. Because, look, first of all women know what their level of beauty is. These women out here know they're not supermodel of the world, but they want to feel like there's something about them. There's something about them that you checking out. You know? Like I know this one woman. I ain't mentioned her before. She got a nice old butt dunk. And even though she in her 50s, guys be checking out her butt dunk. And she'll mention it to me. Say, hell yeah. Oh, these guys be checking out my butt. She don't say butt dunk. But they be checking out my booty. Shit. And she got a nice one. She got a nice one. But find someone to compliment. You know, and if it ain't something physical, maybe something about their personality or something. Like I can think of this other woman who, well, let's just say she wasn't in the best of shape. She didn't have a sexy shape. It wasn't appealing, but she had pretty ass eyes though. She had the prettiest eyes. So you know, talk to us and say, "Damn, you got some pretty eyes." Like you could just say it, just something. It's gonna make them, even if they don't smile like outwardly, they smiling on the inside. They feeling good because women paying attention to that. See, let me tell you something now. Here's something now. And this is a powerful secret. I've said this before, but really listen to what I'm saying. If a woman goes outside and no one compliments her, no one looks at her, she might be ready to go to a therapist. Seriously, women want attention. That's their nature. They dress for attention. They want attention. They want to be noticed. They want to be seen. And if you just see a woman, really see her, really look at her, boom. Whether it's physical or if you're talking to her, find something about her, say, hey, you're real smart. You really know this stuff. She might be like, ooh. And even with a beautiful woman, like here's something with a beautiful woman. Now, they're used to being seen, so you can't hit them with that. You can't hit them with that. You know? They used to that. In fact, that probably get on their nerves. With a beautiful woman, see whatever she got going intangible. See what her intelligence is. See what she like. Like I knew this one beautiful woman. She could probably hack something at NASA. She was really good on computers. I remember she told us, hey, Ron, those PCs alone, you gotta get you a MACK. And she really liked. This is a young lady I worked with on one of my 1,000 jobs. She really liked. What was that? I can't remember that movie. It was a long time ago. It was one of those sparkly, whatever that sparkly vampire movie was, right? She was really into that. I cannot remember that name. To save my life. Now watch about 3 or 4 people get in the comments be putting it up, right? But she was really into that stuff. She was really into like romantic fantasies and stuff like that. All you had to do was just talk about that, and she would go crazy. She would go crazy. Like find what it is about them. Find like whether it's physical, and with the really beautiful ones, they used to that. Like, what is it mental? What is it intangible? What do they like? Because I said several times about this one young lady. Is that another po-po? Nah, just a truck. I was looking. I thought I'd be like, damn, yeah. Anyway, find something. Like, whenever you deal with a woman, find something about her. Like, the majority of women find something physical about her. The really beautiful ones find something about their personality. Find something cool about them. Like, don't hit them on their beauty, the ones who are actually beautiful, because they used to hearing that. Here's something. But here's the bottom line with every single woman. Find something in them. Whether it's physical, whether it's intangible. And then compliment them on it. But then you got to practice how you compliment them. You don't want to do it in such a way where you're like, hey, you fine. And like you drooling and some shit like that, all right? You got to be kind of cool with it. You got to be kind of smooth. It's kind of like when you petting that kitty. We'll use a real life kitty for this. You don't just grab it and just be, No, you're just nice and smooth. Nice and smooth with it, right? Be nice and smooth, calm. And don't act like you forcing it either. Don't act like you force, like, you're beautiful. Come on. You're beautiful. No, just flow it. Bring it in the flow of the conversation. And don't just come out the blue and say it. Like, that flow of the conversation thing is good. That's part of the reason why you want to start off speaking to 3 women a day. Because what that's doing is building your muscle for conversation. Because then when you have a conversation with a woman, you can, like, go with the flow. Like, you want to tell a woman she's beautiful or find something to compliment about her in the flow of the conversation. Or if she's like drop dead gorgeous anyway, find something about her personality. Like if she tell you something, say, damn, and damn, you're real smart about that. In fact, let me give y'all some bonus game with that. Whenever you're talking to a woman, one of the best ways to get her is find out what she good at and just let her talk. Let her talk. Don't be one of those dudes who try to push what you got, at least right away. Find out what she into, what she talking about. Oh, dag, Popo up here. Dag. Anyway, find out what she talking about, what she into, what she like to do, you know, what she know about. Like, one thing with women, they do want to talk about whatever they're good at. Like, you really paying attention to her. Like, you not just ignoring her. See, one of the issues with too many men out here is they ignoring the women. They not really talking to them. See, when you talk to a woman, you want to talk to her. You want to really, yeah, Popo done got somebody up here. Anyway, yeah, it was something I was going to say, but that was starting trouble. Damn, I can't remember that movie's name anyway. It had the sparkly vampire. Anyway, you want to be nice and cool with it, because every woman wants to feel special. They want to feel unique, even within your tribe. Even if all, like, say you got 20 women, they generally alike, right? And of course, women have general, you know, patterns, all that stuff, right? But every single woman, I don't care who she is, she want to feel like there's something special about her, right? Look for it. Look for it. You know, it could be, like I said, it could be in her looks, or a certain look, right? It could be, look like somebody who may work out. It could be like, compliment her on some jewelry. Like there was a young lady at the bookstore. I was at the bookstore with my sons, because like I said, we got at least one day a week we hang out. All of us hang out and stuff, right? And she had a certain necklace on. I was like, yeah, and she was smiling. I noticed, and you know, I ain't gonna say what the necklace was. That'll start a whole nother thing. But she noticed that, and sometimes I'll compliment. You know, I'll see something. Like I said, very, very rare compliment. Don't be like, you got big breasts and all of that. For some reason, women, they want to be seen sexually, but they don't want you to be blatant with it. So you got to be nice and subtle with it. But you still want to find something on them to compliment. Like, you want to compliment their hair because compliment them on something they had to fix up. Like, compliment them on their nice shoes or wearing that nice dress. Something that they had to fix up. Their jewelry, something that they had to work on. Compliment them there. They're like, don't be totally sexual with them. And then you might, it depends on what you want from them. Because like I said earlier, when I would compliment women, it wasn't always about sex. Because when I look at like my vending sales, when I looked at when I was working at a gym, and even when I worked retail, if I was dealing with a woman, you know, I'm like, shoot, I gotta make this sale. Okay. And here's something. Let me give y'all a few money matters things. Let me give y'all quick money matters things for the sales week. Best way to sell to anybody is to connect with them otherwise. Connect with their personality. Connect with what they're about. Because when you make that connection, you don't really even need to sell the product. Because when you make that connection, they more likely to buy that product anyway. Because let's be real, they can buy the product anywhere. But a really good salesman always connect with them. That's why you got a lot of salesmen And I said this years ago, and some content creator tried to like go against it because they not sales. They don't understand it. Some of the biggest players are salesmen because they know how to connect. And see, what I told you about with that woman. You might just want to connect with her sexually. You might want to make money. Shoot, she just might be in a position that can help you. Shoot, she could be on your job. She could be somebody who can give you a raise. Or like out of my 1,000 jobs, if I was interviewing and sitting across from a woman, I was like, oh, okay, I got this job. Because I'll check out something. And I might, like if I was on an interview and they wearing a nice watch, I'd say, that's a nice watch you got there. You know, something. Of course, you don't be like, oh, you got big breasts, or big old butt dump, or thick thighs. You say those, you know? But you do it nice and subtle. Like I said, you stroke it like you stroking a kitty. Like an actual kitty. That kitty down there too, but that's something I talk about more on my Patreon. But you want to be just nice and easy, nice and slow, and find something on them. Find the beauty within them. Find the beauty within them. All women have a beauty in them, and if you find the beauty, you see the beauty. Trust me, they'll even look at you a different way. Like, you get some guys out here who they don't look like Chad or Tyrone. They ain't the most handsome. Average looking. But they know how to charm those women. They know how to find that beauty within the woman. All of a sudden, the woman looking at him, road closed. We only want another. Go this way. Anyway, you want to, because see, if you make a woman feel good about something, all of a sudden she looking at you different. She might not have thought much of you when she first looked at you, but then you said something nice, you complimented her, you know, found something on her. All of a sudden she started looking. She was like, well, yeah, that nose is kind of crooked, but it look kind of nice. Yeah, and he ain't 6'2", but you know what? What's up? Because then the woman, you making her feel good, she'll start doing the same thing subconsciously with you. She'll start doing the same exact thing. She might not say much stuff. She'll start finding stuff that you'll look good with. Like, say you are a short-statured man, but you know how to compliment that woman. You know how to make her feel good. You found a beauty in her. All of a sudden, she already know you short-statured, but then she will start looking at other stuff. See, you gotta be smooth with it. You gotta learn with it. And you know, like I said, I don't really talk about seduction publicly. You know, there's a lot of stuff. I only share it if I know you real well. You can pay for something, I'm still not gonna give it to you. If I don't know you, if you ain't something, let's put it like this. If you can't text me on my private line, don't ask, okay? Because even when I do consultations, I got a business line specifically for that. So, oh man. Anyway, had to go a different way. Yeah. So anyway, go over here, do some stuff. I said I had to drive around a little bit. So anyway, y'all, I want y'all to think about that. And it's like with everything else. Practice. That's game period. Practice. You don't think you just gonna go automatically out here and like learn something. It don't work that way. I wish it did, but it don't work that way. You want to just practice. Be a little thorough about it. Be smooth with it. Pet that kitty right, y'all. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace.